Like 8 abortions in total.
Whoa.
I was
She's a
messing with his dude,
baby.
and I told him I could not have kids. So he wanted to test it out, but I was buying Plan Bs behind his back because he was cool to with, but he wasn't cool to have no baby by. We listen, but we don't judge.
I had 2 abortions this year. We
Listen, but we don't judge.
What's going on, people? This is your boy Sabon's History. You are watching The Mill's Perspective. As always, people, please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. This way you're updated for all cool new content that's coming out. Look, we are growing. We are growing, you guys. I am happy and pleasantly surprised. We are still small, but nonetheless, people are enjoying the videos, and I promise you, I will get better. But that being said, we're going to be talking about a topic that is dear to my heart, man, and it just frustrates me to no end, and that is abortions, bro. And not just abortions, because look, although I may be against it, I understand in some situations, where women may feel that they actually need to do this, especially in situations when they are raped. I understand it. But these women that we're actually about to view, they are taking it to the next level, you guys. I'm not talking about one. I'm not talking about two. I'm not even talking about three. And that is wild to say. 3 abortions, but no, we are talking about women who have had 7, 8, and up. So with that being said, let's get into these videos, man. Let me know what you think. And try not to, I don't know, scream at the camera, scream at the screen, because it'll get you there.
I've had over 8 abortions because so many people think that they can
Wow.
fornicate. You and your man, y'all going to hell unless you repent. You're canceled by Christ himself unless you come out of your sin. I didn't trade my body for money, but you traded it for a feeling. You traded it for that man's heart because you thought it was going to make him love you. And so if you're in fornication right now, you're just as much of a whore as I was. Keep going, honey, with your big boobs and your big butt and your good old weave. You're going right to hell with your pretty self. God don't care nothing about that. He care about your
Wow.
obedience. He care about how your heart is. I'm in these rooms with these clients. Some of them are married. Some of them are weird. They want to do domination. You see them Jewish men with them, what you call those things? Honey, those are my biggest clients.
No.
Oh,
What?
yes. Lawyers, doctors, professionals. And here you is paying me $250, $300 for a little 10 minutes. And you go back home to your wife like nothing ever happened. Them girls that be on those trips and the big Birkin bags and they be selling their vagina. How you know, Keish? Because I rub shoulders with them. I'm a Capricorn. I'm a Libra. You can't serve 2 masters. Pick one. You can't be a Scorpio and a follower of Christ. Don't work that way. Sorry.
Come on. Doing too much. So we got to be Jesus, Jesus everything.
Yes, because it's Satan. Every time I turn around, pride in your face. You got sex in your face. You got everything in your face. It's always Satan. So yeah, it's Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And what's up?
Let's go.
You don't have real friends unless they're telling you to repent.
Someone will ask you, Keisha, don't you miss it?
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. As big as his penis may be, as good as he make you feel, it's not worth it. It's not worth going to hell for. You're going to exchange that for eternity with the creator of the earth and the heavens? You're going to exchange it for that? You're delusional. You're in denial. Wake up. I'm sounding the alarm. Wake up. What is it going to take? God has to rise up prostitutes, rise up drug dealers, rise up strippers to get on a platform on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and get in front of the camera and tell you, yo, this was my life. This ain't it. Repent. He's on the way.
Yo, this is powerful. And this is powerful for so many different reasons. But a lot of people will just take this and consider it or put it in and the bucket of she's just preaching. But in reality, at least to me, it sounds like she's just speaking her life. That's what it sounds like to me. There are preachers, that do this too. But then, I'm more familiar with the ones who, when they preach, you can tell that they've practiced what they're saying. But it sounds like she's just genuinely speaking from the heart. And this is scary to me too, because I actually watched this cartoon. It's a Filipino cartoon called Trece, and it actually speaks on a lot of supernatural and demonic spirits and things like that, and folklore and culture over in the Philippines. And one particular episode that I saw, it actually spoke on the women who have abortions. And they say because the children were never born, they don't have souls and they're not really alive, but they're animated. So they haunt like the mothers who have had abortions or who have killed their children, and they haunt them, like actually reanimated and come back to life and stuff like that. It's crazy. So I just can't fathom to think that, you know, uh, doing this put you in a certain light with the creator. You guys, man, just get right, you guys, repent, ask for forgiveness. I'm not perfect by any means, you guys. I'm just saying, you guys, we gotta repent, we gotta ask for forgiveness. Let's get on to the next one.
I had like 8 abortions in total.
Whoa,
I was
she's a
messing with his dude,
baby.
and I told him I could not have kids. So he wanted to test it out, but I was buying Plan Bs behind his back because he was cool to with, but he wasn't cool to have no baby by. We listen, but we don't judge.
I had 2 abortions this year. We
Listen, but we don't judge.
Yo, look at the dude. We listen, but we don't judge. Oh, this is 8 abortions. She looked like she barely 18. Barely 18, you guys. And she's had 8 abortions. Back in my day when I was in high school, we had girls that had abortions. Oh, yeah, they were getting them. And we had one or two, literally one or two, that was actually for the whole galaxy and was out there sleeping with everybody in the school. But it wasn't to this extent. In the whole school, we probably had like one or two. Now, it's probably like a third of the school. This is crazy. We are absolutely going in the wrong direction, you guys. Eight abortions. Come on, man. Let's get it. Let's go.
5 abortions. 5 abortions. The last abortion, I was 6 months pregnant, almost 6 months. They told me
6
any
months.
fears I was having was wrong.
Any what?
Any fears or doubts that I was having is wrong.
Yeah.
And even at the other ones telling me that it's just cells, it's just a blood clot, it's nothing. And I know that unfortunately, I murdered my children. So I'm the person saying, this is wrong. The abortion is wrong. It's just wrong. Do you understand? Now I have no children. So sorry. 44. I have no children. I love the children. I would never hurt anybody. But now I realized what that was.
Yeah.
And these doctors, they convinced me that it was okay. Not that it's all their fault, but they convinced me time and time again, it's okay. The first time it was me pushing the baby out.
Really?
Yes. The next time it was, you take some pills. The blood clots come out. It's nothing. The baby doesn't have a brain. The baby can't feel anything. The baby does have a base. The baby can feel. The baby has a soul.
You guys, imagine being a woman and you've had 5 abortions and you end up getting older and not having any kids. Whether it be because of the abortions or a botched abortion, or whether it be just because You've reached that age where you can't have kids anymore as a woman. Imagine being a woman who's had 5 abortions, not having kids, but wanting kids. But you felt like the 5 abortions that you had were all because it wasn't the right time or the right person. This is I wasn't ready for this type of emotion, you guys, for this video. I wasn't ready for this. Um this is wild. This is wild.
I talk to my baby about taxes every day.
You have a baby?
Yeah.
Do Mom.
After
Yes,
8 abortions, I decided to have 2 children.
Good that you had 8 abortions.
I don't think it's good. I think if we can
Think it's a problem,
prevent- if we can make less abortions happen, that is great. But
Yeah,
So then you had 8.
but I did have 8
What?
because of my circumstances.
Did you actually have 8?
Yeah.
She did.
I would not be friends with you
Why?
because
So wait.
Of course, you wouldn't be friends with him because he's holding you accountable. Now, this looks like it's happening on a college campus. This was actually going on, when Trump and Kamala were running for president. And this lady is just comfortable with saying, no shame whatsoever, that she's had 8 abortions with 2 kids. You're You're a monster. You are. I'm sorry. That is crazy. Look, there are so many different things you can do as a woman if you are not ready to have a kid. You can take you can birth control. Um, there's what is it? Birth control, condoms, contraceptives. That's birth control. But you get what I'm saying. There's just a number of different ways that she could take care of this and prevent it from not happening. Abstinence being one of them. It's just wild, you guys. And yeah, I mean, look, like I said before, I'm no saint, you guys. But with that being said, you guys, you gotta pray. You gotta ask for forgiveness. You gotta repent because do you really think God is going to be okay with this? Like when we finally go and you finally meet your creator, do you think that this is not going to be an offensible um offense when you actually look at him, and this is going to either be able to get you in heaven or not? Like, if you are a Christian or a believer of faith, do you believe that this would not be an offense for you? I'm just asking.
So story time on the time I got 3 abortions by 2 different guys.
Wow.
Okay, so I was dating this guy, and we started our relationship off as long distance. When we came one, we actually moved in together. So when I was still living in Tennessee, we actually stopped using condoms early on in our relationship after getting tested. So after we got tested, maybe like a few weeks later, I end up getting pregnant. Okay, remind you, he was living in another part of Tennessee. So the first abortion we got wasn't nothing. So I moved to Nashville, and after less than 90 days, I ended up getting pregnant again. He didn't want to, but I was like, let's get an abortion. So
Wow.
he didn't want to do an abortion. He told me if we did an abortion, that it was going to end our relationship because he wanted another baby. So the money he was giving me for the bills, I actually went on and paid to get an abortion. I started getting help for human services so they can pay my light bill and my light bill and water bill, so he wouldn't find out. He eventually found out. We broke up. Maybe like after my body was healed from the second abortion, I started dating another guy. So me and
I
this
forgot
guy end
about
up
the other
dating.
guy.
We was probably dating like 2 months. I ended up getting pregnant again. Once he found out I was pregnant, it was actually gonna be his first child. He was very excited. I didn't want another baby. So I got another abortion and he broke up with me.
I think about the women who go on like these Maury shows and things like that, and they talk about how they've had, like 3 kids with 2 baby daddies, or 4 kids, with 3 baby daddies, or something like that. And I never thought about how it really looked. And when I say like look, you guys, I'm not talking about to the person that's looking in, but the person that's actually looking out. Because when you're looking out and you see all of this craziness going on beside you, oh, I was in a relationship with this person and it didn't work out. And, he wants to break up with me because I am pregnant and he doesn't want any, I don't want any kids right now, but he does. So I broke up. And then I had an abortion with 2 guys, or I'm sorry, with one guy, and he told me, if you do this one more time, I never grasped the concept of the drama that goes inside a lot of this stuff that these women are doing. And that's just a woman that's had 3 abortions by 2 different guys. These women here are saying that they've had 8 abortions so far. And I just want to ask the viewers, do you think those 8 abortions are really just with one guy?
It was out or not? No, I screamed like, "Oh my God, fuck!" What? Because at first I wasn't getting pregnant. He was nothing at me. We were trying. Because at first I was getting pregnant and then I aborted this shit. Like, ooh, 3 times with him. So
Wow.
I was just like, all right, we're not ready. All right, you don't want it. All right, cool. Then got to the point where he was like, I want a family. I want a baby with you. Have my baby. Blah blah blah. So he started sucking the shit out of me, crazy, like real crazy. So I started going on my knees, still like, Lord, can I get a baby? Like, I'm not gonna kill this one. So then I got pregnant, but in the midst of me getting pregnant, we're beefing and shit. I don't know. We're going through stuff like, I'm not even my baby. I don't want no baby with you no more. I'm like, yo, I already made up my mind. You made up your mind just because you changed your mind because you're mad. I'm not going back on it. So you wasn't gonna let him change?
All right, so this is interesting because one, it gives us insight into Krishan and Blueface's relationship, and her, side of the story is that, he initially wanted to have the baby. He initially was saying it was cool, and then, I guess they started having some issues inside their relationship, and he said, that maybe you should get an abortion, but at this point, she was like, fine, I don't want to get it anymore. I want to actually have this baby. So that's what happened. And essentially, that's one of the main factors, it seems like, that broke up the actual relationship itself. But it's crazy to me just because of the way she's having a conversation, the vile, you know, words that she's actually using. And man, this is just me. And I think as I get older and I hear women talk like this, I see women vaping, things of that nature. I see women cussing or just drinking crazily. Really just it just gives me an it just makes me think like, you know, I don't know. And maybe that's just, uncle energy or dad energy or whatever the case may be, man. But it's just vile to me. And it just really makes you unattractive to me. And I don't know if women care. They probably don't. But if you're looking for men out there and you are looking for a man who actually cares and values you and your opinion and all that other stuff, that stuff that you be saying you don't care about when it comes to a man and how he looks at you, you might want to care about that because those are the guys who actually have value, decency, and integrity.
I'm about to upset a few people, but I don't care. What is the point of having sex unprotected, knowing that you don't want a child?
Hmm.
That's not a part of your plans. You're absolutely not going to keep it if you do get pregnant. Why are you having sex raw? You literally have options. You can get on birth control, you
Hmm.
can use protection, or you can
Hmm.
simply not have sex.
Hmm.
People that go out of their way that just be like, oh, I'm gonna have an abortion. The first thing you think of is an abortion. And then some of y'all be having about 10 abortions. When are you gonna learn? I'm not talking about the people that get raped and stuff like that. Like, this is not about
Right.
y'all whatsoever. I'm talking about the people that go out of their way to do those things, and then you don't want that.
I got to stop it right there because it just made me think of like the mindset of some of these people. And when I say mindset, I'm speaking in regards to like the way they look at abortions. It I'm not saying it's to this extent of like taking the trash out. I'm not saying it's to that extent, but it's to an extent to where it's comfortable enough to where you can get 10 abortions. Okay. It's comfortable. You were able to put this feeling and this emotion in a box where you actually said, I'm okay with this. To be able to do it 10 times. That's what you're basically saying. So, that is wild to me. That's crazy to me. And, women are out there doing it. And it's just a sign of the times. And it makes me worry even more, that we only got a little bit of time left, you guys.
You a
So
little
cute.
baby. How old are you?
Hopefully it's like something else, not something else.
Krishan.
Well, I'm being dead ass.
Don't play like that.
I'm not playing. I really. It took me forever to do my face in the car.
Do you normally get nauseous?
No, unless car seat, but I'm not in no car.
Oh my god.
So are you pregnant?
Girl, I don't know.
Wow.
Give me a minute to figure it out.
Yeah, give me a minute to figure it out.
All right. We ain't gonna talk about that. All right. Let's do an icebreaker.
Well, I can't wait though.
Icebreaker.
I have a baby. I'm keeping it this time.
Jesus.
What? I killed like 3 of them.
Okay, Krishan, wait.
Yo.
What? I'm ready now.
Oh, Jesus.
You always have that bad feeling like, it's not right.
It's not the right time.
You think it's the right time now?
Is she drinking alcohol?
I wouldn't mind if
But
it was
do you
right
think
now.
it's the right time?
Yeah.
You think it's the right time?
No, I need a ring, but you're right.
All right.
Okay, you speaking that spiritual
slow
shit.
down.
Okay.
Slow
the
down a
spirit
little
right
bit.
now. But
I'm just asking.
But if it happened, I ain't stopping it happen. So yes.
But if it is it the right time?
No, because
Do you think it would make things better or worse?
Keep the mic close.
The way God be fucking with me, it's gonna be better. But like
better for who? You?
Me.
Or your relationship?
This is so selfish, you guys, and I'm sorry I had to stop it, but this is so selfish on so many levels, not just from Krishan, but also from Blueface too. But when I'm hearing her and she's saying that she's already had 3 abortions, and she's just casually saying that she's already killed 3 of them, it's wild to me. That is absolutely wild. But even more so, it just makes me want to speak in regards to a topic that I've been speaking on pretty much in all of my videos, at least all of my recent videos, and that is vet your person that you are with. Because when ladies in particular get into relationships with men that they really, really like and they really, really want to be with, it's hard for them to actually see the signs that this person is not going to be good for you because you're entangled, you are emotional, you have actually swapped DNA with this person. And you, as a woman, you are receiving energy through your wound. A man is giving energy. And on a spiritual level, you're talking about you're going to want a ring. You should have did all of that vetting, to try to get that ring before you start laying down with this man. Because he's already gotten the prize. Why would he want to marry you? He's seen all of your negative sides. He sees the crazy attitudes. He sees the fighting and the arguing. He is the one who is going to get down on one knee and choose to marry you. But you're telling him that you're going to give him your body and a baby before you get the ring? I doubt he would have ever married you. All right, you guys, that's all we got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video here. Please, in the future, you guys, make sure that you always like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you can know when all new content is coming out. Look, you guys, we're growing. I appreciate you guys subscribing. I appreciate you guys liking the videos. Let me know what you think about this one. This one was it was a little heavy, at least for me, you guys. 8, 9, 10 abortions. That is wild. We all need to pray. We all need to ask for forgiveness and repent. With that being said, I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching the videos, and I will holler at you on the next one. Peace! You've made it to the end of this video, which basically means that we're best friends now. And best friends subscribe to best friends channels. And they like their videos too. So, I mean, I don't make the rules. It is what it is. You got to take that up under the Best Friend Act, code -7223-002. Write a subscription and subscribe.